And now, to the millions and millions of viewers and listeners all over the world, it's the That's Not Christian podcast. Hey. Let's get it.
Dale.
I'm here. It's your boy Switch. I'm here with your man Ant. I'm here with your man Jimmy. And unfortunately, we're missing our brother Jay today.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be missing. He ain't missing us though.
Well, he has. Wait, you said, yo, Ant, you trying to say he got the coronavirus? Is that why he couldn't attend?
He's quarantined right now.
He's quarantined right now.
Nah, he's not quarantined. He's actually traveling. So
he better be careful on that plane.
I didn't see him with a mask on.
I didn't see him with a mask either, bro. I'm like, what is he doing, son?
Oh, mask off, like Future.
Right. Man, at least throw on like a bandana handkerchief or something over your face. Like Billy the Kid, man.
He had nothing but a fresh cut.
Right.
Where's he going? Y'all know?
I think he's going to PR.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yep. He's going to go protest.
But what's goody, fellas? How was y'all weekend?
Go protest what?
He's going to put on a skirt like Bad Bunny.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, you want to hop into it? That's how we do it.
Yo, it's gonna be a raw episode because Jay usually is the
right. Jay's usually the one blocking. Like, no.
We're gonna mute that part. Yeah, that part right there.
that part's gonna get edited out.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna be real mad that he missed this. Nah, we said, how was your weekend?
How's your weekend? Anything interesting? Anything fun? At least we don't have him to cut us off neither and be like, man, forget the weekend.
Right, we can talk about it.
We love you, Jay, man.
He's love like, you, man. Get to it.
I had an interesting rendezvous.
Rendezvous?
Well, not a rendezvous, but I had an interesting weekend.
With who?
I had an Uber passenger throw up in my car.
Oh, do you charge extra for that?
Uber charges them an extra. Well, actually, I'm sorry, it wasn't Uber, it was Lyft. Lyft charged them an extra $100.
But what do you get from that?
The $100, but that's a cleaning fee.
Yeah, it should be.
I wanted more, honestly, because
that barely covers a cleaning fee, right?
I mean, I took care of the cleaning. You know what I mean?
You did it. And you just pocketed the $100.
No. I went because they also want to see like receipts of either if you do it yourself, get the receipts of what you purchased, and if you're going to get it cleaned, then get a receipt. They're still gonna give you the $100, but I feel like I cut my night short. I could have made more money.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They were drunk?
Yeah.
You knew they was drunk when they hopped in?
I knew he was drunk, yes. But this is what happened. When I pulled up, it was to a bar. And then he, another group of guys came towards the car. And when I rolled the window down, they were like, oh, you're here for such and such? And I was like, no, I'm here for Steven. Or the gentleman's name. My bad for putting his business out there. So I said his name, and then I see him just stumbling and walking over, and he comes right into the front of the car too. He don't even go to the back. He comes right next to me. So he's chilling there, and we're literally on the last minute of getting to his house, and then all I see is. So it's crazy, man. Start puking all over. But shouts out to the car wash by my area in Hopewell Junction, Prestige. They definitely cleaned that joint up and did their thing, man.
Yeah, you saw him. You should have given him that big, like mush with his face out the window, and then roll the window.
All I know is when he was leaving, he was like, oh, "I'm sorry, dude. This is bad. This is not good at all." I was like, yeah,
bro. Then you had to drive home with the windows open. It's like
that's
30 degrees outside.
$100 is not $100 ain't significant. It's not
That's not
suffice
enough,
for that, man.
yo.
I'm fighting it. I told him. I was like, I need something more than that. But let's see what they say. It's up to them. You know what I mean?
Nah, yo. He had to stick his head out the window, roll the window up.
He's like, my bad.
He was basically like, this is not good. I'm sorry, dude. This is not good. But he was done. Like this dude literally like his head was like on his chest. I'm like,
Nah.
You should have tapped his pockets, man. Come up off that watch, man. Like, how you gonna do disrespect my car like that?
If I knew it was him, you see, I didn't know because, like I said, I seen him and he was stumbling already. But once he heard his name out the window, he just rushed right in, like, "Oh yeah, it's me." And then I was like, "Oh man."
He should have took off, yo. As soon as he opened the door,
and not even that, I probably would have been like, "Hey, you need a bag?" Because I got some bags. I'm always ready. Right. But
just put it right over his head.
First time ever. First time for everything. Hopefully the last. Next time I'm gonna be like, "Here, man, bag, bang."
Nah, well, I don't even want the bag. Cause what if he like miss?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He hit the whole side of the car. Trying to throw up outside the car.
Nah, but that's not good either for your paint job, right? Because of the stomach acids and all that.
I don't know. No,
yeah, I think that's not good for your paint job.
Yeah,
I mean, but the way the car is now is immaculate. It's clean, spotless. They did their thing.
He said, "I needed that detail."
Right.
Yeah, I just imagine it like you guys saw that rap battle where the dude threw up in the air.
No,
you didn't see that. Oh,
nah, I don't know if I want to see that.
The dude, like, he's battling, and I think they're like on the second round, and your man just goes, yeah, the joint just goes up in the air, just like cameraman gets hit, everybody get hit, and he finishes round like nothing.
Nah.
This dude was throwing up like when I don't know if y'all watch wrestling when Papa Shango put the curse on Ultimate Warrior. And he started just puking all over the refs. Y'all should drop that link. Drop that link, man.
Man,
you remember Papa Shango?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Nah, that's crazy.
Funny.
But yeah, man, we you know what we need, man? We need. I don't know, man. These companies gotta, I mean, $100, like I said, it suffices. It's not bad, but. It is what it is, man. Maybe we had more companies offering, better pays, and maybe I wouldn't even be doing Uber. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go.
Shots fired. You know.
All right.
Like your man. I was reading a story. I don't know if y'all got to see it. I dropped it in the group chat. There's this gentleman named Dan Price
from Seattle, right?
Yeah, he's out in Seattle, and he's a boss of a credit card payments company. And he introduced to his company a $70,000 minimum salary for all his employees.
You like that?
He got 120. He got 120 employees.
Who's gonna argue with that, right? Who's gonna be like, "Nah, I don't want that 70 racks."
Right, for Gravity Pay, right in Seattle.
For Gravity Pay, yeah.
What's Gravity Pay?
They're a card payment company.
Oh, that's the name of the company.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called Gravity Pay.
Okay.
Yeah. And that dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. What you saying?
No, you go ahead.
Nah, I was just saying that was like a big jump for some of his employees, right? I mean, some of them were getting what? Like
40 grand?
Yeah. Yeah, and just like that, boom, 70K.
So when I was reading it, and you guys could interject if fact check, basically he had a conversation with someone, and she was explaining how her rent went up, just how she was struggling. And he's like, I'm over here, I'm drinking I'm living a lifestyle, I'm living a good lifestyle.
Popping Ciroc bottles. By the
you know what I mean? Yeah. I think he claims to be a Christian as well. I think I read that in an article.
No, he is, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like,
disciples were Ciroc boys too. What that mean?
No, but what I mean is like he was living this
That's our first episode.
He was living a real comfortable lifestyle, right? So he's like, I got my cribs, I got everything. Mm-hmm. And he's like, here I am making money, and this female is struggling, you know, and I could help her out pretty much. So with that, he said, you know what, I'm gonna promise you something. I'm gonna make sure that I help out my employees. And he basically offered all his employees a $70,000 minimum.
Not bad.
I think he had to sell off one of his homes, right?
He refinanced 2 of his homes.
Oh, he refinanced them, and then he kept riding around in a car like an old
Audi, I think, right?
Audi, right? That was just like, but he hasn't like upgraded it.
He was on his D1, huh?
But that's
D1, yeah. D1 still got a car that's like
it's like a 92 right? Honda or something like that.
But he what he do? He sold all his shares and everything, right? Like got rid of his stocks, all of that.
And his savings. He tapped into everything.
Yeah.
That's a bit extreme, bro. But hey, kudos to him, man. You know what I mean?
My question is, did he help the friend? I don't know. They never said that.
He never said anything, but he probably did. I'm pretty sure he probably hired her. Come over here, man. Make that $70K, man. Well, Seattle is like pretty pricey, right?
Yeah.
Like their rent is up there.
Nah, not like San Francisco. It's
not like man, nobody
not like New York. Not like New York. It's not like New York.
But they're not cheap.
But they're like top 10, no?
No, it's not like Atlanta. It's not like somewhere down south or something.
Yeah,
but it's up there. It's definitely top 10, but it's not like New York or LA or San Francisco though.
Nah, it ain't like that. But it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's mixed feelings about it. Like that's dope that he did that. Like it's cool that because he said he had I guess one of the ladies there was working at McDonald's like secretly.
And she was working a side job,
right? And she left her training manual and got called in the office. And she got scared. She thought she was going to lose her job.
Yeah.
But they just wanted to talk to her because, people were scared to say they wasn't making enough. So they basically asked her, like, yo, what would it take for you to, to just work here and not have to work a second job? And he was worried that people wasn't approaching him about it.
Yeah.
But, and then they just went and did all of that. But, I mean, that's cool.
What do you mean? What are your mixed feelings about it?
Because I don't understand. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the fact that he was making money. But I mean, at the same time, I know because he said ever since he did this, the workers are working a lot harder because they're not worrying about money. Like one guy would be stressed out having to drive to work in a car that was messed up or had to blow out a tire or whatever the case. But now this guy make enough money to get to work, so he not in fear of something like that no more. He got money to take care of his business.
Yeah, and they working out now too, right? Like they got gym memberships.
Yeah,
a lot of them are getting into shape because now they have time to be with their family. They're
getting out of debt.
Yeah, paying the
debt. What I'm saying? Right?
They bought him a car. No, didn't they buy him a car? A Tesla. They were in for a Tesla.
For real?
Yeah, that was because they saw that he sacrificed a lot.
Right.
They saw that he sacrificed a lot, so they all pitched in and got him a Model S Tesla.
Yo, this is my guy, son. Yo, what up, man?
So they came and they surprised him with a Tesla. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? That they did that for him. But and it's a blessing too, right? Because he sacrificed. He gave up a lot for all these other people, for 120 people, so that they could live right. So since he did that, the value of the company like doubled or tripled or something like that.
Right.
So they're making a lot more money. So now the only thing is like,
and he still puts himself on a salary, right?
That's what I was gonna say. So like, why not increase his salary a little? You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with him, making a little extra or taking care of himself, going back to paying off his house, putting money back in his 401k and all of that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He blessed 120 people.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess he's seen the blessing from giving rather than the receiving, and he's just like, I guess, a state of mission. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, don't expect any raises for TNC, all
right? but you know what?
Any bright ideas.
But you know what? I was blessed by this because this reminds me of kind of what the disciples did, right? Like they sold their homes, right? Mm-hmm. Like dudes sold their homes. They all put their money down and said, all right, let's divide it evenly, right? And it's like, it's just different, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like me. Like, I gotta spend more time away from my family because I gotta work two jobs and, hustle on the side doing eBay or whatever to make ends meet in New York. You know what I'm saying? When if my company just paid me one salary, I wouldn't have to do none of that. You know what I mean? But and that's also a part. That's also because we also are in a capitalist society and we also like to spend a lot too. I'm not going to say that it's always the company's fault, right? Because us as consumers, we tend to buy things or put ourselves in situations that are compromising, right? Yeah. It's like, yo, we don't really need to be paying this much for a car or rent or whatever it may be, but we want to live nice, right? Luxurious. But I was blessed by this, man. I was blessed by, if he claims to be a Christian, he definitely showed some fruit by doing that, you know what I mean? By sacrificing and doing what he did. And it's very noble, you know what I mean? And I respect it. Yeah. And I wish we would see more of this, you know what I'm saying? I think he mentioned something about like Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. And he's like, I think at one time he wanted to be like the richest guy, you know what I'm saying? That guy. But he realized, there's nothing better than giving to other individuals or sacrificing for others,
Yeah. Yeah. I heard him say that Rush Limbaugh, who we used to listen to.
Yeah, he criticized him, right? Called him a communist.
Yeah. And then told him that it wasn't going to work. It was going to fail. And I think it's like, 5 years now, and his company's been growing ever since.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's working. But you know what, though? I mean, you can't explain spiritual things to not so spiritual
people. Yeah.
All right, you can't. You know what I mean? Like, that has to be, the blessing for him, to give like that the way he did. He sacrificed and for his company to grow. Because naturally, everybody was like, oh, that's going to fail. You know what I'm saying? People of the world just, it doesn't make sense business-wise. Like, that's not going to work,
Now, I want to know how many of these pastors were ready to give up their salary to give back to their congregation. Shabba!
What you mean? I can't get no chopper? Come on, I need that chopper.
How many want to give back to their congregation, man? You know what I mean?
Man.
Yo, I mean, I've heard some stories, man, like people that can't pay their bill and the church don't be helping out sometimes.
I've seen the opposite, man. I've seen like church do like a sort of like an altar call, but more so like for people who like need help, like they don't got no groceries or or whatever.
Yeah, and
like they'll take up a collection. Pastor will come out his pocket and give him some bread and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
what church is that? They in New York?
This was a while back. This was a while back. Bishop McClendon's church. This was early on when I first became a believer. And I thought it was really dope because at the time it was, people were going in on prosperity preachers, and I guess he would fall into that category. But he was breaking bread with people, you know what I mean? So I could kind of see this principle, like your man here, what's his name?
Dan Price.
Mm-hmm. Being able to reap from that, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw that in church, and I've seen it in my own life, like when I'm a blessing to somebody that, financially or with my time or something like that. Like I always see it in other areas of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's out of line for Rush Limbaugh to be like, oh, that's not gonna work. You're a communist, whatever. Like, man, do you? You know what I mean? That's the man's business. That's his bread. If he want to give it away, he can give it away. Like, what do you care?
And Jimmy, to your point, the word says Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. And
You
so,
see?
you know, that can be taken spiritually, obviously, you know, the reward that we get in the kingdom. But I also think that's natural too. Same thing with me, man. Helping out you know, different organizations and stuff, and just like money coming out of nowhere or popping out of nowhere, or opportunities, like and it's literally like, you know, and you know that it comes from that too. You're just like, oh wow, I just blessed this person, and the Lord blessed me like twofold, you know what I mean? Fourfold, whatever.
And it's always when, you know, it ain't because you're doing it because you want to help, you know what I mean? Not because you're expecting a blessing, because the blessing always comes when you're not expecting it anyway, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, it's a great feeling, man. And so I can only imagine, you know what I mean, to be able to help that many people and have an effect on that many families, yo. That's big. You know what I'm saying? And not really, I mean, he sacrificed a lifestyle, but he didn't sacrifice his life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's still living, he's still doing all right, and he's comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
Doing better now, Gucci sweating now.
And now he got a Tesla with no payment. So like he can't, I mean, he can't. That's great.
Right. Yeah. I also noticed that some people, it said a lot of people have more babies too. I guess that goes along with Switch's point too. That, you know, sometimes we need to be more responsible. You know, people start spending more money when they. I actually just read that in. I'm reading with my daughter. I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it talks about how the poor, when they make more money or when they get more money, they spend more, you know? And I've seen it in my lifestyle, you know what I mean? Where I might get a better job or something like that. Or, you know, recently now, like I'll get a client, you know, I might spend a little more bread. Like, let's go out to eat or something like that.
Them Balenciagas.
You already know, man.
Balmains.
You already know. You know, so I saw something like, how many kids was it? He said something like, it was a lot. Crazy number.
I think it was 0 to 1 like every year, and then it boosted up to like 4 to 6.
I don't know. The number was crazy for the number of kids.
It was like 40 kids.
Babies. Yeah. Like,
but every year it was only. So he's talking about in total, right? He's talking about every year there will only be like, there'll be no people having kids, or one kid would be born out the whole staff. Now there's 40 kids, a year?
He said in 4.5 years they have 40 babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those people are going to be asking for a raise in a minute.
That's 10 a year.
No, that's 70. That's it.
All right.
I got 70. You got 70. Make it work.
You got all your raises. That's it.
Well, that's the minimum, right?
He gonna be like,
that's the minimum salary.
Yeah, that's
so
the
that
minimum.
Means
yeah,
you can
that's
make
the
more
minimum wage, right?
It means there might be some people making 90, 100K.
Listen,
that's
man.
True.
And be like, yo no tengo chavo para eso.